Of course, when we are done here, we'll see if Miguel can close it out, or if Lima Gerbiers will tie up that series. Lima Gerbiers down 3-1, roared back last Friday, and that's something to look forward to. On the floor, Cardona, Ranidel Del Campo, Castro, Carey, and Williams. That will not connect. Rebound, fought for Simpson, coming out of the pack. He has 12 boards.
So that's where he's really made his damage so far for Diamond Simpson. Those rebounds, he's dominated for his team.
Tsaka yung pagkuha niya ng rebound, hindi yung powerful. It's just a good nose for the ball. Shot clock is a problem now. Ugnatan almost had it, but it decided to bounce out at the last moment. 4-point game, 61-57 Alaska. Ranidel, Jason, Kelly, Sean, and this is going nowhere. Sean Daniels pops. No. That play just died down.
Yeah, they tried to move the ball around, but it seemed that they weren't really able to call the right play for that setup there.
Here's Ugnatan. Somebody's not cutting properly on the triangle. Ugnatan has to improvise, and there's a foul. Patricia has this update.
You know, LA's got a cut under his right eye, a busted lip also, apart from aching bones because of the Talking Texas defense, knowing that the offense of Alaska really starts with him and that he's very vital. Now, but LA loves this kind of pressure. He says his instincts are out even more, especially defensively. We all know that he's matched up against Jason Castro and Jimmy Lapag, which puts him between a rock and a hard place. But he says when Jason escapes, the Mighty Mouse does the damage and vice versa, so he really just needs to be smart. Seb, Jason?
Thanks a lot, and quite a loadful for LA Tenorio to deal with.
Yes, and so far those defensive instincts not really working so far in this game.
Yep.
Jimmy Alapag 20 points, and then Jason Castro all his 8 points coming here in the third quarter. But you can't blame LA because he really has to work both sides of the court. Like was mentioned, with all those aching bones and cut lips.
Castro, wide open, decides to go all the way. It's an offensive foul.
We're talking Tex, fouls really becoming a problem for them. That would be the fourth on Jason Castro in this quarter alone. Talking Tex already with 5 team fouls. On the other hand, Alaska, no fouls yet on the board.
Chot Reyes was gesturing after that offensive foul that Castro should pass off a little more. Nakabuelo eh. Hindi na nakita yung mga nasa tabi. Well, it's still a good thing to do instead of forcing it. And this play goes nowhere. It's picked up by the defensive hands of Talking Text. Alapag looking for an opening. Oh, this will crawl inside. And Del Campo showing his touch inside. Got a foul as well.
And right now, Jimmy Alapag getting a lot. Everyone's looking at Jimmy Alapag at this point because he's been scoring so much. But the other way he can hurt you is creating for his teammates. Here, giving a pass to Ranidel Del Campo, who has struggled in this game. And here, if he can get other guys involved, talking about Jimmy Alapag, guys like Ranidel Del Campo, that would really make things easier for them because we know that their bench is deep enough to get help from these guys.
Ugnatan collected the foul in that sequence, his first. And it's a 63-59 ball game. Third quarter down to 3 minutes and 5. 10 seconds on the timepiece. LA Tenorio drills in a long one. And it's a 3. He has a 12-point game. And Talking Text needs a summit conference. Join you, there was a foul on Marcos Boranas. He attempted to block Ranidel Del Campo. Del Campo will go to the free throw line for a pair.
But this one coming off a timeout. This is a set play. Ranidel Del Campo gets Diamond Simpson up, but right there a foul. But that's almost like the coaching staff telling his players to try to pound it inside, try to get some free throws, some easy free throws to make this game easier for them as well.
Yes, indeed. Hanes, of course, the official underwear of the PBA. Free throws have not exactly been the cup of tea of Talking Text, shooting only 57% in the series, while Alaska's hit 78%.
Big stat, Seb, because remember, a number of these games really close that actually went the way of Alaska. So yung free throws na yun, naging masakit para sa Talking Text.
Worst they had was 43% in game 1. That is a turnover, not quite. It will stay on that side of the floor. It's the turnovers that have hurt Alaska on the other hand. They've averaged 17, while Talking Text has averaged 13. And you had singled that out earlier also in the webpage. As Baguio drills in the wide open shot. It's a 3, yes, 12.
Cyrus Baguio has been quiet for a long time, actually since the first quarter. Finally gets an open look, and he nails it.
In the meantime, there's a try inside, nowhere to go. It's Simpson with his first foul. And it's down to 1 minute and 54.
And this is the one you were talking about. Missing free throws. And Talking Text right now missing 2 out of their last 3 free throws.
Alam mo kasi itong mga Talking Text, mga kinetic people eh. Ang bibilis kumalaw, hindi maka-relax on the free throw area. 69-61, Alaska has managed to survive a variety of storms waged by Talking Text. That's a big tip in. Borboran has been a contributor with 6.
And a good job by LA. You saw the defense being extended by Talking Text, and he attacked that defense right away.
The Alaska Red cheering section cheering on their team. Ognatan. These are the secrets of the magician. Revealed. Actually, there's nobody in front of him. Well, there was a foul in that sequence. Ognatan did the right thing. He heard the whistle, put it up. 10 points is the gap between the two sides as Ognatan secures the first, makes it a 12-point game. Tenorio gets something he rarely gets, a rest.
And Alaska's going to try to steal some minutes here. Diamond Simpson has not gotten any rest so far in the game. Right now they've got 1 minute and 29 on the game clock. So in real time, they'll probably get a good 5 minutes of rest for Diamond Simpson to about 8 minutes. And that's what Coach Finn is hoping for. But he's also hoping that his guys don't give up this lead without their main big man.
Simpson averaging 14 minutes in the series. Short on the familiar shot. Cardona regains it. Tapped away. And Barbaran is thanking his lucky stars. I checked my aggressiveness at the right moment there. Because Cardona had touched it last. A 12-point game. A minute remaining. Baguio. Borboran thought about releasing, but was not squared for the shot. Here's Borboran. He'll go straight.
Talking about guys giving a big lift from the bench. Mark Borboran already with 7 points. Make that 8.
Alam mo si Borboran kahit nang nasa college sa UE, always had this decent shot from the outside. Started playing more on the inside and they became, suddenly became more of an accurate forward, and there's a foul. Could be fun to share here. No, it's on Joe Devance. Second on Devance. Something that Alaska has managed well is their number of fouls. Ranidel got Devance jumping up and down. Contact upon the change of direction. Hugnatan with his second foul. No, it's Alfonashare, I think. Yes, his second. Our director, Julius Melo, just loves Hugnatan. Just put him on the screen and, hoping that that was the foul. And now time to check out the power situation in our Binag Power Moon. Brought to you by Derby's Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Yamaha.
Points of Mark Borboran that has helped his team.
Del Campo now with 7. Cyrus Baguio brings it across. And a second between shot clock and game clock. Simcon yelling at Devance. The ball is dying. The play is dying. Well, Devance had other ideas. Could be an interesting case on the video here.
Let's see there if Jimmy's going to have enough time or if he is able to bring this up before the red light. Way late, kita natin. May ilaw na,
No basket, officially. And you were correct also. 77-63. Will there be basketball in the schedule of Alaska in the week ahead? Or will things change? Or will TNT still have to consider another game against Alaska? These questions to be answered in the fourth quarter.
Safe, especially when you're up against a very pesky talking text drop on Texters, and the Alaska Aces assistant coach Luigi Trillo can assist to that. What can you guys do in the fourth quarter to close this off?
We have to execute better. We're up by 14, but if you're talking Tex, you want to quicken the game up. So they're going to probably zone, they're going to probably be 2-to-1 full court trap, and they want to get more opportunities to score in the fourth. What we have to do is get better shots, make sure that we don't get an up and down game where we allow them to catch up.
How different was Talking Tex in the first half to now in the second half? I heard that Coach Simco was saying they weren't penetrating as much in the first.
Well, Jamie Alapag went on fire in the first half, so we had to control him. So you have to get up on him, but you can't take away everything from Jimmy Alapag. If you're going to get up on him, definitely he's going to see that. He's going to attack the basket, and we have to be ready for helpers, and collapse because he's finding guys cutting to the basket.
Right, thanks a lot, Seth.
Thanks a lot. And Luigi has his lovely wife Bria there, and their 2 kids, and one's coming along. And I feel very old. I was introduced as Lolo Seb. But the beautiful little girl, yung eldest nila. And she asked me, who are you? And Rhea had to say, Lolo Seb. First we worked with Rhea, and beautiful family. And I have to say Rhea. Now, Luigi raised several points that are very interesting, especially managing Jimmy Alapag. And Alapag, you were beginning to talk about Tenorio liking this kind of game, but Alapag also likes this kind of context.
But for Jimmy Alapag, definitely he was controlled in the third quarter, was held scoreless, but was able to set up his teammates. Jason Castro was the guy that had that big quarter. So right now for Talking Tex, they did not actually play well in that third because that lead ballooned. Now what they have to do is, again, try to get those easy baskets, just like what they did in the first part of that third, unlike what they did in the second half when they really struggled.
Oh boy, and Talking Tex with some defensive lapses. Leah Cruz, what do you have?
Well, very simple instructions from Coach Shot Reyes for the closing quarter of this ball game run. They want to run all the way to the baseline, just get to the basket and get those fast break layups. In fact, he posed a challenge to his players. Are you guys tired? Di na ba natin kaya? Let's rest tomorrow. Seb?
Making life and the instructions simple at this point. It is 81-68 here, 10-25. That will not work. Oh, look at Borboran.
Oh, what a game for Mark Borboran.
Oh, yes.
Remember, no sunny thoughts. There's extra minutes for that team, and Mark Borboran has given them all positive minutes.
Hugnatan with a macho move. Held on to the ball with one hand and said, dare you to take this, and I'm going straight to the hole.
He hasn't been so macho so far in this game, but finally gets it going. Ito si Reynel Hugnatan. And again, open court for Alaska.